Welcome to the Holistic Programmer for coding and health tips with your host, Brian Kidd. Hello, welcome to another edition of the Holistic Programmer. Today I'm going to talk about recovering from workouts and also how to protect yourself against the flu, which is of course a hot topic right now with the coronavirus. So first thing I want to talk about is this powder that I take, and I will get over to where it might be. So it's called Extend, and no, it's not a penis powder or anything like that, although it sounds like it is. It's just a way to recover from your workouts. So as you see, it's got 7 grams of branched-chain amino acids to support muscle recovery, repair, and growth. And yeah, there's also some other information on there too, glutamine to restore critical glutamine levels, and may support an increase in nitric oxide levels, which I've talked about nitric oxide before. It's a vasodilator. It helps you work out because it increases the dilation of your arteries, which helps you get more oxygen in your blood and helps you work out more efficiently. I think that's right. Something like that. I always put links in the video descriptions just so I can make sure you can make sure that what I'm saying isn't just a bunch of malarkey, a Joe Biden word. I'm not going to get political though, but malarkey. It's not. Anyway, so this is something that you should definitely check out to help you recover from your workouts. This is the blue one, blue powder. It's the blue raspberry ice, and looks like this. This is in a greenish glass, and it tastes like you might imagine. It's very sweet. It almost tastes like, hold on. I'm trying to think. It's almost like it's not the best tasting, but it's good for something that you can imagine for a protein powder to help you recover from workouts. So it's not bad tasting. It definitely has a sweet sort of, very blueberry flavor, blue raspberry ice. Can you just kind of think of that description? It's pretty accurate, actually. Yeah, but it does help me recover from my workouts, and it also helps kind of get rid of that pain that you get the next day, especially the next 2 days after workout. Man, that sucks. And it helps build the muscles when you're not working out, and just helps kind of restore the muscles so they're ready to go when you work out the next day or the next couple days. And this has really helped me because I've started to work in an office again, and sometimes for whatever reason, I'm not moving as much. Maybe that's something that happens and my muscles feel more sore, and this helps to kind of get them a little loose. But this kind of is this, get them looser and get them feeling better. But this is a nice segue into something else. Now this, you have to be, my wife is an acupuncturist, so you can get this stuff right here. It's called CBD Clinic, but you have to be a practitioner supposedly to get it. So it's a CBD cream. However, you're probably thinking, well, how does that help me if I'm not a practitioner? This is a good cream too. This is the CBD Clinic cream. So this is a good cream as well. And what I do is I just put this on whatever muscle group that I worked out. This is a stick, but you can get a cream. I don't have it with me, but there's just something similar to what this is right here that you can get. And I honestly, nothing's worked better to get rid of my muscle pain. Right when I come home after I work out, if I worked out my chest or whatever, I'll put it on my chest, rub it around, and it's definitely almost like a Vicks and or a mentholatum deep heating rub or whatever that stuff is, icy hot. But I seriously, even when I work out my legs, which are they're my most favorite. I gotta motivate myself. My most favorite thing to work out. When I work them out, like I put them on my legs that same day, and seriously, I worked out my legs this Wednesday, and on Friday worked out my chest. I expected my legs to hurt really badly on Friday, and they didn't. So if you can get CBD cream, put it on the muscle group you worked out, coupled with that extend powder that I showed you, it's so far been the best thing that I've ever done to help me recover from pretty intense workouts after working 8 hours, driving to the gym, and then working out an hour and a half. It's done its thing, and I work out primarily just to get movement in my body and to make sure that I'm grounded at least as much as possible, and then I feel that I'm coming back into my body, and it just helps me, actually makes me sleep better and feel better the next day at work. And so it's almost an essential thing that I have to do. But the thing is, with this coronavirus out there, especially in the area that I actually live right now in Kenmore, Washington, and it's pretty close to Kirkland. And you've been watching even the national news. Evergreen Hospital, which is in Kirkland, had the first patient in Washington State that unfortunately passed away from the coronavirus. So it's something to be concerned about. I don't want to I could get into statistics and how fearful we should be, but the bottom line is you should always wash your hands. As 20 seconds, I think they want you to do. I wash them up almost like a surgeon up my arm and forearm, 20 seconds. But there's other things that I've been taking in the midst of all this. And one of the things that seems to really be helping, and my mom is taking this stuff for years, and I just thought it was, I don't know, mumbo jumbo, or not mumbo. It was just something to, a placebo almost, but it seems to be really helping, is this stuff right here. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not even going to try, but I recommend it. It comes in little packets like these. It comes in the box, and so what you do, and actually, well, it's almost been 6 hours since I took the last one, but I won't take it now, though, since it's not. What you do is you open it up in this little tube, and you just pop it in you pop the little beads in your mouth, and you suck on them. And I think it's every 6 hours they just dissolve in your mouth, and that seems to be helping so far, because I did feel like, there was someone in my office actually that I don't think they had the coronavirus. I'm pretty sure it was just the flu, but they looked pretty bad, and they were sitting relatively close to me, and I started feeling kind of sick this weekend. So I've been taking that, and of course, emergency. And now we can get into the foods that I usually take. Sometimes I take these foods on a regular basis, and sometimes they're foods that I take more. Excuse me. I take more as I feel I'm getting sick. And acai berry, I do acai. I do that like at least 3 times a week. I do an acai smoothie with turmeric and mixed berries. But the thing that seems to be really helping, and it's kind of hard to do, but I've been doing it, is right there, garlic. I've taken whole cloves of garlic and just eaten them. But my wife and I, we roasted some garlic today and had that, and also actually some shallots too, which I don't think is on this list. But shallots are really good too, as a natural food to help. A natural food, as opposed to this blue stuff that ooh, so good. Hold on. Oh yeah, wonderful. But no, as a food that's kind of eat your medicine basically, and I can definitely recommend shallots and garlic and everything else on this list, which I'll put in the description of this video, and you can read that. I don't want to get too much more into any of that. Let's see here. I think that's pretty much everything I'd like to share today. Zinc is a good one too. So you can go and get some zinc. And zinc seems to, I don't know why. I'm sure there's obviously medical reasons for it, but it helps to fight the flu as well. Drink plenty of water, obviously vitamin C. And for me, just light movement. And for whatever reason, taking a steamy shower helps clean my head and my sinus, helps clean the sinuses and the chest sometimes. And really just try to practice proper hand washing as much as possible. I know it's kind of a scary thing, and I'm I can be a complete neurotic. So, going to the gym and stuff like that was something that I was joking about, early on when the outbreak happened. But now there's been some cases, even there's, I think, a high school kid in the area that has it. So it's affecting young and old. Obviously, old people or people that are immune susceptible for whatever reason are more at risk. But bottom line is, with something like this, for me, it's not worth taking my chances. I've even considered getting like a home workout bench or Peloton or whatever that bike is. I don't know if I'm going to go that far, although those are cool. I can probably just, take a nice brisk walk outside and get some movement going. So just want to end the video with, getting back into working in an office, and I haven't done that on a continual basis for 40 hours a week since 2015. So it's been quite some time. And one thing that I make sure I do, and there's other people in the office that's catching on, is to get a desk that raises and lowers if you can. Because sitting is sometimes for long durations of time, especially when you're doing things that hold your focus, like programming, and you can lose track of time, isn't that usually the most healthy thing for your cardiovascular system? So what I do is take a break. I try to take a break at least every hour, and by break, I mean I go outside the office, walk around the building maybe once, and come back. And probably not every hour, but at least 2 to 3 times a day. And on my lunch, I try to get outside as much as possible, try to move. And where I sit, it's kind of funny because there's a door. It's one of the main entry. It's not the main entryway door, but it's a door literally within where my desk is, within 10 feet, where people are constantly going in and out. And I face the kitchen. It's like a little it's actually a pretty nice sort of eating area where people go and convene from 11. Anyway, there's people in there from 11 to 2 p.m., any number of people during that time. And so I've really it's an open office. And so one of the things I guess I didn't really plan on talking about, but, and I've mentioned this supplement before, but just because I can get distracted sometimes because I'm not used to that, is I can't recommend Bacopa enough. Bacopa, and another really popular herb inside the office is ashwagandha, because it's really good for adrenal health, because you can get really frustrated sometimes when you're working, and just the way that works in an office is you're not moving physically as much so necessarily, but if your adrenals get drained, you can get adrenal fatigue, but ashwagandha really helps with that. So Bacopa, ashwagandha, and the last herb I'll talk about really quickly is L-theanine, and I'll put this all in the description of the video, but L-theanine is really good. It's found in green tea. It's an amino acid that really helps calm the mind, and that coupled with ashwagandha and Bacopa, those three can really help. And some people drink coffee with that, but I don't really drink much coffee. I drink tea. But either way, that can help with your concentration in the office. So anyway, with that semi-random spiel, I bid you adieu. Be well and have a good working week. If you work in an office, if you're lucky enough not to, I envy you. But if you love what you're doing in your office, at least it makes it a little bit easier. So anyway, have a good week, as I said, and see you later. Bye.
Thank you for watching another edition of The Holistic Programmer. For more details, please see video information. Please support by pressing the like button.